Hey you guys, what's up? Hey girl, hey, it is your girl Tosh and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, if you guys didn't already check out the title, we are going to be talking about Moda brushes, aka a Royal & Langnickel. Can I get a what? So Moda Brushes was very generous to send over a beautiful PR package, and there's not just they just sent it over just because. They sent it over because they just launched a ton of new brush sets at none other than Walmart. So these are very affordable brushes in this box. If you are curious to see what they were generous enough to share with me so that I can share it with you guys, then just keep watching. Alright you guys, starting out, you can see some of their, I like to call them like their star brushes of their collections. My first Moda brush was actually this purple, very large powder brush here. Sadly, I cannot find it, but I know that I still have it because that brush used to come everywhere with me. Now, even in my travel bag, I take a complete set of Moda brushes with me. Every time I leave the house, I have Moda brushes with me. I do have several others in my collection, but today we're going to focus on these. All of these brushes, I believe, yes, all of the kits are well under $20. So I'm going to share those with you guys today. We're going to go ahead and open this up. And if you see anything in this video that you're interested in, they're always having sales on their website. Or you can also use my code down in the description box. And if you guys would be so inclined to, if you decide to go out and get yourself some Moda brushes, please tag me in them so that I can share them on my Instagram as well. So, opening the box, again, you guys, they were very generous with this kit. I'm so excited. You can see here, modabrush.com. That's where you can pick up their brushes. I will leave all of that link down below. You can also follow them on all of these other social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, everything. So starting off, we have one of their newest mini kits. Now this, I was so, y'all know I love to take a travel bag with me. Every time I leave the house, I have my makeup bag. So when I saw that they came out with a little travel kit, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. Now, I don't get all of the PR packages from Moda, so I really wasn't sure if I was going to get this set. But when I opened up my kit and I saw it, I was like, oh. So this is called the Moda Minis Travel Eye Kit. Again, you can find all of these kits that I'm going to show you today at your local Walmart. So very easily accessible. So this brush kit is vegan and cruelty-free. I believe all of the Moda brushes are. This kit, it says, whether you're traveling abroad or dashing off to work, this convenient set will fit into any bag so that you can get the perfect eye look on the go. With full-size heads and mini handles, these cute brushes can complete any bold look. Now this kit right here is $6.97. It looks like you're going to get everything in here that you would need to do a complete eye look. You could also, let me try to get this open for you guys, and then we'll tell you every brush that you get in this kit, because it looks like you also get like a little carry case. All right, you guys, so what do you get in this kit? You get these super cute 4 brushes right here. Personally, I feel like these are multi-use. I feel like you could use this one for, you know, blending out your crease. You could use it for highlight, bronzer, blush. It all just depends. You do get, let's see, you get a small eyeshadow brush, which is this guy right here. You could also use this for concealer. You get the large crease brush, which I just told you about. You get the smoky eye brush. And you guys, if you've never used Moda brushes, I'm telling you firsthand, they are super soft. They are super durable. I've never had any issues with washing them and them falling apart like other high-end brushes, which will remain nameless. These are so soft. And the quality of what you're getting for the price you're paying. This is not sponsored, by the way. They did not ask me to make a video, just FYI. They just sent me the package. And you guys know I love to share with you when it's a great deal. So you also get the angled liner brush, as well as a cute little carrying case. And again, you do get all of this for $6.97. So right here it says Moda on the front. This is super cute. This just tucks in here. And you have a spot for all of your brushes. And they just fit in there so nicely. What I like about this kit is that they do send a little carrying case with it, because even though these are really, really durable and they could stand to get beat up in your makeup bag, they don't have to. They'll stay nice and clean. And this little guy just fits right down in your makeup bag, nice and secure. You don't have to worry about any of your stuff getting dirty or losing any of your brushes. So let's go ahead and move on to the next kit. All right, you guys, so the next kit, this is called the Moda Rainbow 6-piece complete kit. You can also find this one at Walmart as well for $14.97. What do you get? So this kit, you guys, again, you can find at your local Walmart for $14.97, so just under $15. Look at all of the brushes that you get. This is enough to do a complete full face of makeup. I also want to point out that some people will say, well, what brush should I use for this, that, or the other? Before I get into this kit right here, I want to let you know that your brushes can be completely versatile to you. Even if you have a brush like this. This is a Real Techniques brush, and the reason I picked this one up to show you is because it's already out. I have to open this. But this is called a multitasking angled brush. You could use this for blush, bronzer, your face powder. You could use it for highlighter because it's got that angled tip there where you could just get right like this. You can use any of these brushes in this kit any way you want to. There's no rules in makeup. Remember that. Okay, so for $14.95, what do you get exactly? All right, first thing is first, you guys, you get this beautiful guy right here. It tells you what it's for here on the side, which I'm sure that the lighting is making it where you guys can't see it, but I'm going to do the best I can. All of the brushes have the Moda logo here and this really hard, like jewel tone rainbow color. So this is the powder brush. It says finish your face and set your foundation with sweeping strokes of powder or bronzer. I noticed too that this is not just a big fluffy powder brush. It is made where you can, you know, get precise for your bronzer, your blush. You could pat your powder all or sweep it all over your whole face. You could even use this tip at the top here to dip into your highlight and, you know, hit it with that highlight too. You can use this for anything that you want. What I love is this. The handles are gorgeous, and then you get the gorgeous chrome right here and then the color within the brush. It's so pretty. It's just so pretty. All right, next thing, you get a precision contour brush. This one is the same. Tells you on this side what it is, Moda logo on the other side, and then you get that blue on the top there. So cute. You could actually use this to apply your foundation as well. You do not have to use this just for contour, but it does get right there nicely in the hollows of the cheeks. You can do the nose, you can do the sides of the head here. But again, because you have the space here and it's nice and densely packed bristles, you could apply your foundation with this and probably avoid brush strokes, which I love. So it says apply and buff color into the hollows of the cheeks to create a sculpted contour. Beautiful, beautiful. I love these colors, you guys. And this does not feel like cheap plastic to me. I also want to note that these are textured, which I kind of like it. It adds a little something extra to the brushes. So the next brush that you're going to get is called the Highlight and Glow brush. You could use this for highlight. You could use this to contour as well. You could use this to set your under eye after you do concealer, and you could use it to apply your concealer. It's nice and fluffy, really soft. You get that beautiful green right there as well as on the handle. Stunning. And these, again, all of these brushes are so soft. All right, the next one that you're gonna get is called the Super Crease brush. You have that beautiful yellow handle. And these look a little iridescent, but you can't actually see through them. They're just like, they remind me of, you know, like that rock candy, the rock candy suckers and stuff. They're beautiful. So yeah, this one says what it is. It says Moda on the other side. You got the beautiful yellow in the brush there. And these are nice to really get in the crease, but you could use these for all over your eye, essentially. The next brush that you're going to get is called the Small Shader brush. This one is a little bit deeper orange, and then you do have the orange there on the brush itself. And this one says This brush features a small paddle shape for concentrated color application, so you could use this to pat the color on your lids, as well as if you wanted to take this and set your inner corner there, apply highlight to the inner corner, you could use this to line your lower lash line. Girl, be versatile with them brushes. You guys get the point. This one right here is called the Brow Designer. It says create full brows with this stiff angled brush. So this one is a little bit stiffer, which I like because when I'm doing my brows, I don't want a flimsy brush. So this one also features the red handle with the red brush hairs there in the brush. You could also use this one for eyeliner as well, doing the bottom lash line and smoking it out, or you could also use this to line your top lash line. So beautiful, beautiful kit. You get all of these brushes for under $15. Again, you can find these at Walmart as well as on their website. All right, you guys, so the next kit is called the Moda Smoke Show Full Face Kit. I'm really excited to show you guys this one. This is something completely different than I've ever seen Moda carry. This one is $12.97, and this is what it looks like. Stunning. It's got like this beautiful tie-dye kind of marble-esque like vibe to it, and it's just really, really beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and we'll read a little bit about it. All right, you guys, so for $12.97, coming in at just under $13, what do you get? Ooh, this is so soft. I love this. Okay, so I want to put this up here so that you guys can really see it. Like this one you can actually almost see through. It's clear, but again, it kind of looks like it has tie-dye to it. It's really, really pretty. I've never seen them do a brush like this one. So we're going to go ahead and start out here. You do get a small powder brush. Again, these brushes are all versatile. You could use this to set the face, set the under eye, bronzer, blush, highlight. I mean, and they're so soft, you guys. So, so soft. I love their brushes. What I really, really like about them is, okay, like on all of their brushes here, you see this metal piece. A lot of my brushes that I've bought from like even higher end places, trying to find one, but I just pulled all my brushes to clean them. Let's go with this one, for example. Over time, this metal piece here will start to wear down. I've never had that problem with Moda. And even as affordable as they are, it's crazy. I know you don't have to believe me. You don't. It's not sponsored. But you will see over time if you continue to watch my videos. So moving on to the next one. This one is called the Angle Blender. Now this one, I would say you could get away with doing your foundation with this one. You could do your cheek products with this one. You could even set your face with this one if it's all you have. A lot of these brushes, that's why I like them so much, is they are a one and done. So this one right here, it says create a perfectly airbrush finish with this angled stippler. So this one's a stipple brush. I like stipple brushes for if I have really, really, really pigmented blushes, bronzers. I like stipplers to do my foundation with sometimes. It just all depends on what you like. So the next brush here in this kit, this is again the Smoke Show Full Face Kit. This is the shader brush. This one you could use to do your crease, do your lid. You could actually use this to do all of your eye makeup, the detail out on the outer V. Girl, remember what I said, one and done. So the next one here is called the Smoky Eye Brush. I don't know if you guys can see that tip there. It's kind of angled. This one says apply shadow in the crease and close to the lash line for a dramatic smoky look. You could do your whole eye with this one again, in my opinion. Very, very, very nice. It's got kind of a little bit of a denseness to it, but then you go on the side and I see where you could really smoke the lower lash line out as well as the top lash line. The next brush you have here is a lip brush. This says the smooth round edge makes the brush ideal for lining and defining the lips. So if you guys can see that brush tip right there, you got the beautiful black bristles mixed with the black. All of these brushes are like that except for your stippler. It has all three shades in it. But this makes it very, very, very easy to align your lips as well as fill them in. Whether you're using a gloss, your lip liner, or a lipstick. So beautiful kit. For my blue lovers out there, I think this one is gorgeous. What I really like about this one is all of the handles are nice and thick. So if you have a problem gripping stuff, girl, look at the thickness of those handles. Very, very nice. And they feel heavy duty. Like these have some weight to them. So really, really nice brush set. All right, you guys, moving on to the next brush set. This one is called the Moda 6-Piece Ultimate Eye Kit. So they do also sell full face kits, eye kits, travel brush kits. You can buy their brushes individually as well. I'm not sure if you can find all of their brushes individually at Walmart. I know my Walmarts don't sell them that way. But again, their website is where it's at, and you can also save some money off because your girl's a Moda maven. All right, let's talk about the Ultimate Eye Kit. Now you get all of these brushes. Again, you get 6 eye brushes for $12.97. So you're not paying $25 like some of our favorite brands, like even e.l.f. You're not paying that. You're gonna pay $13. All right, you guys, so here are your set of eye brushes. These two are gorgeous. They almost change color, and I don't know if they change color in the light. Yeah, it's in the light. I was thinking it was maybe once you held them, like mood, but these change color in the light. So like, I'm looking at them on the back here. They're like giving off a green vibe, and I wish you guys could see it. Unfortunately, I can't fix that. But if you ever pick these up, you'll see what I'm saying, and they're absolutely gorgeous. You guys are seeing that dark blue, kind of a steel color. It looks really, really, really high end when you're looking at them, but they're nice and lightweight, and oh, they're beautiful, you guys. So let me go ahead and start talking about these brushes. What do you get? This is a flat eye fluff brush. This one says blend shadows and define the crease and the outer V of the eye. Now, I've never seen a brush like this personally out of all the brushes that I have. I think this is really cool. It is super, super soft. It's dense, but it's not overly dense where you can't use this to blend shades out on the eye. You could also use this as a nose contour to really get that nose nice and snatched. Versatility, y'all. Versatility. So the next one is one of my favorite types of brushes from Moda. I am huge fan of their crease brushes. This one says long soft bristles allow for blending darker shadow in the crease, giving a more defined eye. These just blend out the crease nice and effortlessly. I had too much coffee today, y'all. Forgive me. But yeah, they do a beautiful job at blending out the crease. Again, they're nice and lightweight, but they look high end. Oh, so gorgeous. I don't know if I also mentioned to you guys that these do not like shed at all. Even after you wash them, they do not shed. I've never had one shed on me. So this one here is called the Shadow Brush. It says it's great for cream shadows as well as packing color on the lid. So if you guys can see that right there, it's nice and thin. You could put this in a cream shadow on the back of your hand. You could take it right out of, like if this was a cream shadow, you just dip it in there. And because of how it's made, it's really gonna put that cream shadow on the eye without giving it a bunch of streaks. Do you know what I mean? So like even those shadows that you would maybe want to wet with a brush, certain brushes like this that are shaped like this, I want to call it packed. It's the way that the bristles are packed in there. They really help pick up that shadow and really pack it on the lid without wetting and, you know, wasting your setting sprays and stuff. So if you're looking for a brush like that, you can find it in the Moda Ultimate Eye Kit. The next one here, this is called the Small Shader Brush. Again, versatility, guys. You could use this for nose contouring, the inner corner, the lower lash line, the top lash line, up here underneath the brow bone. You could use this to carve out your lashes. It's all about what you want to do. I'm just letting you guys know what you're getting in the kit. So this next one here is called the Detail Brush. Now, if you guys notice, it is domed and a little bit fluffy, as well as it does have that pointed tip there. That is to do all of your detail work all over the eye. Again, you could also use it as a nose contour. You can hit that inner corner with a little bit of bling bling. You could do your brow bone there. You could do all kinds of stuff with this, but they say the pointed tip on this brush is ideal for creating a cut crease, applying shadow, or highlighting your inner corner. Keep in mind, this is the first time I'm reading the back of these boxes. All right, you guys, so this last and final brush, this is the Angled Liner Brush. It says this soft angled brush with a chiseled edge allows for precision on the lash line. This, you could also take that corner tip right there and hit the inner corner of your eye. You could highlight down here, do the Cupid's bow, you know what I'm saying? Do a little bit of this here. You could also use this for your brows, as well as a liner and to carve out your eyebrows. All right, you guys, so moving on to the last and final brush kit. This is called the Moda Ice Cream Strawberry Vanilla Kit. Again, you can find this at Walmart as well as the Moda website, as with any of the brushes that I've shown you today. This kit is $14.97. And it looks like you get one of their brush bags with this. All right, you guys, so for $14.97, what exactly do you get? You are getting a large powder brush with beautiful, beautiful, I want to call this like a mermaid texture. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that if the camera cooperates. There we go. And then it's got this beautiful pink on the top of the bristles. I think that that just looks so aesthetically pleasing sitting on your filming table, or, you know, wherever your brushes sit, your desk, your vanity, your dresser. Just really, really pretty. Looks like you also get a brush in here that you could use for foundation as well as contouring. This one's called the Complexion Brush. So again, it has that beautiful texture. It's like a gold color with like pink chrome right here for the, is that the base of the brush? Don't get me trying to sound all technical, girl. So this one is great for applying foundation to the face. You could either stipple it. These are nice and dense, but yet still very, very soft and just flexible. You guys can see how those bristles move. This is the kind of brush I like to use as well, besides this kind of brush, how it's kind of domed or what have you, but it still has that dense. This does too. So this would be ideal again for applying foundation. All kinds. You could do cream, you could do a BB cream, tinted moisturizer. A brush like this is actually going to help you to get more coverage out of a lighter coverage foundations, if that makes sense. Again, the reason I like this is because it's nice and dense, and it's going to allow you to apply your foundation without getting a bunch of streaks. So the next two brushes you are getting a detail brush for the eyes as well as a angled blender. So this is nice for in the crease as well. Can really buff out that color in the crease there. This one you can use as well as this one to apply the shadow to the lids and really just pack it on there. And then if you want to do some detail work here in the outer V, really get in there and blend, as well as using this one down here on the lower lash line to kind of smoke it out. So really, really super cute kit. This one essentially, I think that you're paying for all of the detail on the brushes, which I don't mind that. Plus you are getting a small little bag. This is kind of iridescent. Is that the word I'm looking for? Iridescent. But they do give you a bag in this kit to hold all of your brushes, because who wants to be losing their brushes when they're on the go? So this is a set that's great for traveling or throwing in your makeup bag. I carry a pretty big makeup bag. They do fit nicely, so you could just toss that in your bag and go. So I'm curious to know what you guys think of the brushes that I shared here with you today. I did share 5 brand new sets that just launched at your local Walmart. I'm curious, what brush set are you interested in? Have you tried Moda brushes before? And if so, what do you think? I want to give a big, huge shout out and thank you to Moda for thinking of me and sending me this generous PR package. I love, love, love being a part of the Moda Mavens, and I love all of the brushes that you sent. Thank you guys so, so much. I've been a longtime fan, so it's always really, really cool when you can work with a brand, collab with a brand that you have been loving for years and years. So again, thank you to Moda for sending the very generous package. All right, you guys, I want to thank you as always for taking time out of your busy day to come hang out with me. I love you guys to the moon and back. If you're new here, what is up? My name is Tosh. I hope that before you leave today, you'll hit the subscribe button as well as the bell. Join our little fam bam here. FYI, if you don't know, there's also a giveaway going on where you could win a pair of authentic Hermes shoes. Girl, what? Skirt? Back it up. I know. I know. If you have not already entered, go back on the community tab here on my channel page and hit that community tab. You can scroll down. It's probably about 5 or 6 posts down, and it will tell you all of the rules on how you could enter. I'm also giving away 2 makeup bundles that include high-end makeup indie brand as well as drugstore makeup to 2 very lucky winners. The first grand prize winner is going to win the pair of Hermes shoes, and those are valued at a total of $750 with taxes and everything. That was a mouthful. So if you want to enter the giveaway, please go ahead and follow the rules in the community tab. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay beautiful. Bye.